Hi everybody, my name is Andrew Haxlin, and I'm over at Big Kid Lots right now, and check this out, you guys. I found a brand new Spider-Man figure. I saw this one at Barnes & Noble. It's an exclusive figure. I haven't actually seen it before. I've seen the Lizard before, but, you know, I have not seen Spider-Man at all. The Amazing Spider-Man, that's what they call him, huh? Well, anyways, here's Spider-Man himself. Really nice, though. You can see that his head does turn, and you can actually move it if you want to, so it's pretty cool. You know, he can like look in any way, like in anywhere direction he wants to, you know, face or look at, you know. It's pretty cool actually. But anyways, just to show you this, there's very nice detail and quality from the movie, and really nice picture of Spider-Man shooting his web slingers right there. Really nice name right here. They have the name for him. He's made by the company Hasbro. The Spider-Man logo right here, the same thing, the same picture you saw with the promotional pictures and stuff like that. And right here we have the Amazing Spider-Man. It says, "One bite from a radioactive spider changed Peter Parker's life forever. Once a mild-mannered college student, he now mazes as the wall-crawling hero, the Amazing Spider-Man." So yeah, each of them are sold separately, and you can see that the Lizard is right there. It says collect them all. You can see that, you know, they're both the same thing, you know, though. But yeah. Anyways, so here's what I have to tell you about Spider-Man so far. When Spider-Man was actually bitten and when he was actually bitten in Spider-Man 1 by when Peter Parker, when he was actually bitten by a radioactive spider, when he was actually like in a laboratory, he actually became a spider himself. Now, the reason he became a spider in the movie is because after he was bitten by a spider that he didn't even know, like, try to bite him, you know, he actually changed into the Amazing Spider-Man. He actually changed into the Amazing Spider-Man with the Spider-Man logo on, you know, his costume, and he actually made these web slingers, like these web shooters in the movie, and he actually kind of has you can see that they're right there, and you know, he actually made them in this movie. But in, you know, the first Spider-Man movie, he actually had these powers to where he could actually just shoot the web out of his hands, and like people didn't even know about him becoming Spider-Man because Peter Parker was he was a student in college, and like everything he like. And what he did actually is he invented these web shooters with, you know, his, you know, like in his, you know, dad's basement. And what he did actually was he made these because he wanted to, and because he probably wanted to make these so that, you know, he could actually fight crime someday, you know. And when he caught the chance, he actually tried to shoot these web slingers in someone's, you know, face, and everyone's like, "What is happening with Spider-Man?" I mean, Spider-Man's a very cool superhero, and I mean, he does have these powers, but in this movie, he actually invents these web shooters, and I don't know if you're thinking about this right now, but Spider-Man's actually, he just invented these web shooters. Like right here, you can see that he's shooting them in the air, you know, he's like shooting them in the air, and the same with the Lizard. He actually became like a monster, and he tried to destroy New York City. And the same with Spider-Man. He actually invented these kind of web shooters. Now, the only reason I'm talking about this is because in the first Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man was a little different because he didn't invent this sort of stuff, like this type of stuff, you know. He just actually had it. So when he encountered this during his, like, when he became Spider-Man, he actually just went in. He started, like, inventing these web shooters, then he just spins the web right out of his hands. He actually, and like in the movie trailers, you could see that he actually was talking to a bad guy, and he was like he was joking around with him, you know. But the bad guy didn't, like, take it seriously, and so he actually just shot the webs right here, you know. I mean, he shot the webs in the movie trailer, like, where he was a car thief, and, like, you know, he was, like, making jokes and saying, like, everything he could possibly do. And he just, like, taped him to a wall, and, you know, he closed his mouth, you know, for him not to talk because the police were coming. They were trying to arrest, you know, him because he did something bad to the criminal when he wasn't supposed to. Same couldn't be said, though, when, you know, he was actually, you know, that way. But yeah, Spider-Man also became, actually, when the police actually found him, they actually thought he was a bad guy, so they wanted to arrest him and, take him to jail, so they actually tried to stop him by putting handcuffs on him. They tried to stop him anyways. He was, like, running away from them, and, like, that police chase scene where they actually try to stop him, and, like, you could see that all of the police officers, they tried, like, the New York Police Department, they tried to stop him, because they considered him, like, because they considered him not to be a hero, but he was, and he was telling, he was saying that he was a hero, but, they didn't still believe him, and they just tried to stop him, and yeah, they did. But really nice detail on this thing, though. If you haven't actually watched the movie, then you can't listen to these, because, I'm just telling you, because if you haven't actually watched the movie yet, you haven't actually watched the movie yet, though, you have to see it, because it's amazing. The same size as the Lizard, Spider-Man's, like, a little bit taller than him. He's really articulated. You could turn his wrists if you wanted to, like, the same thing, right here, and the same right here. You can see very nice detail, actually, because this is a costume that he wears, and it's pretty cool, same thing, like right there, the same thing he wears, in the movie, same thing. You could turn his, like, thing up and down. And actually, I did find the Lizard, and yeah, I found him here as well. It's pretty cool, actually. A lot of kids were, like, doing, like, the scenes from the movie of this, action figure. He's amazing. His age is 4+ and up, and he's just amazing. And yeah, stay tuned for more, I know that, I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this, and stay tuned for more. Bye. And until next time, see you all later again soon.